There was this pizzeria owner in Brooklyn, and he taught me a very valuable lesson. He says, Reach, he says, forget about it, Madon. If I didn't own the building here where my pizzeria, is located, I would have went out of business years ago. He goes, I built up equity, many times, I used the real estate to bail me out of trouble, refinance, things of that nature. And then he goes, and then after that, I built up the equity right back. It just he goes, it never ends. Okay, and that's what AMC just doesn't understand. Okay, all of these leases, you're not building up any equity. You're just friggin' throwing that money in the garbage. You know what's the sad thing? Look, money is very hard to. Would you all agree? I know a lot of people like me, a lot of people don't like me, but isn't money hard to make? Okay, so the idea is once you make it, you want to preserve it. That's the key. You understand? You might be like, well, stop going out to eat in restaurants so much, right? Fall away. Well, listen, we all have something about us that we need, that we love. Some people eat to live. I love to eat, man. So that's a different thing. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. What the major thing is now in my life, I'm putting money into real estate. I'm putting money into gold. I'm putting money into places that preserves the money that I get because I don't want to lose it. That's what Adam Aaron doesn't understand. Okay, he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand that the money that he's generating, okay, from this sluggish friggin' AMC, that's so hard to make money from concessions or from ticket sales. He's literally taking this hard-earned effort money and just burning it, destroying it, paying all of these leases. Whereas if he owned the real estate, he would be preserving it. And that could always be his bailouts. You see, then he could refinance, he could get money, he could take it out of the equity instead of always having to go to retail, having to go to retail's blood and always having to take our freaking blood for bailouts. Okay. So yes, leasing is just it's a dying friggin' business. I don't know why people lease anymore. I don't, they're just idiots. I get it. I know location is important, but remember something. You can make a location great. I've seen some of the most successful businesses in the world, like L&B Pizzeria. I'll give you an example. L&B, in my opinion, is in a terrible location in Brooklyn. Okay, yes, it's on 86th Street, but I don't want to get technical. It's right by the projects. Okay, it's literally right next door to like a very bad neighborhood. No one cares because the food is great and they made that location famous. So you can make a location famous. It doesn't have to be, Fifth Avenue, everything prime. You know what I mean? Even Trump learned that, where he started building, buildings off of Fifth Avenue, Third Avenue, and even on the upper, whatever, the Upper East Side. It doesn't always have to be, Midtown. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of prime real estate all over the place, and you can make the location great. Steve Wynn always said that. He said you don't have to have a casino right on the Las Vegas Strip. He goes, you could still make the location great if the development is great. So just understand that. It makes more sense to own the real estate than to lease in a top location. It makes more sense to own the real estate in maybe a mediocre location. That's just my opinion. That's the way I see it because you're building up equity and you're preserving the hard-earned capital that you make. This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only.